Prime Minister, Mr. Manoa Kamikamita, our founder for WOW's Kids Fiji, Sina Kami, heads of organization, excellencies, our beautiful little champions who are here today, parents, and ladies and gentlemen. Pulavinaaka, and thank you for your time today. Us accountants are left with very boring parts of the program. We are left with statistics and numbers, so please bear with me. Childhood cancer in Fiji claims approximately 20 lives. 20 children lose their lives in Fiji every year. This is right from the birth. We've had a child right from birth who had cancer, up to 15 years old. Every year we see an influx of 90 children seeking treatment and are not able to get to the hospital. 90 children, ladies and gentlemen. And this is where I extend my heartfelt thank you to all our supporters and sponsors here today. Without your work, without your input, we would not be able to provide this service. These are children from very, very low income bracket in Fiji that are seeking treatment but are not able to get to the hospitals on time because they do not have $5 for taxi fare. So your support, your donation has helped us to do this, to save a child every year. A lot of you would have looked at our audited financial statements and said, hey, you made a profit of a surplus of 200,000. I'd like to remind you that is not enough for the work that we do. Our operating expenses every year is 250,000 plus. I won't expound on the work that we do. You've all seen the videos. I'd like to share a story with you this morning. And I found out this morning without sharing any name. There's a child here who's due for an operation in a day or two. But because of the work that we do and the energy that we draw, he's here to throw his support before he goes for his operation day after. So that is the work that we do. We celebrate lives. We celebrate lives of children. We celebrate their birthdays because we don't know that they will come back from the hospital how they went in. We've set ourselves a very, very big goal for this year. We want to carry forward Thai's message of building a resource center. So ladies and gentlemen, consider a child who goes into the hospital or into palliative care for months. They need that reprieve, they need that support, they need a little bit of spark in their lives because they stay in the hospital for so long. So we want to build a room or resource center for them so that they can come out of that hospital for a few moments, see that the world is beautiful. It's not just white rooms and needles and injections and doctors. Sorry, Dr. Sabe. We want to give that back to our children. Consider a parent who stays in a hospital, ladies and gentlemen, for months and end. Craving for that coffee, that hot cup of coffee, wanting to do their laundry. But there are no avenues at the moment for that parent to come out of the hospital, and have that hot cup of coffee that we take so much for granted for. So that is what we want to do this year. We want to build a nice, clean resource center for our children, for our parents. We are here to raise funds, and no need, we will contact you for money. But I also want to leave you with Dr. Sabe's message, early detection. We've had some families come to us and talk about the taboo surrounding childhood cancer. In some families, we might not know this, but it's considered a curse. We've had children who do not reach on time for medical treatment because the family says that they are cursed. We want to break that stigma. And we ask you all here today, as leaders, as heads of organizations, please go back into your communities and talk about early detection. Early detection and medical intervention are the most important things that can save a child's life.